we're doing live coverage right now of the Heritage Auction, which is the first ever all foreign comic sale. It's already started. It's gone through like a few lots already. I'm watching it on another screen. Some of our panelists here, Rob and Josh, Rob's Comics 81 and International Comics. If you don't know them already, you should. So make sure to follow them on both Whatnot and Instagram, because they have books currently in this auction. And then, yeah, so we got a few people already jumping in. Josh, you want to say any other words before we start showing the screen?
I'm sweaty.
You're sweaty?
I'm very sweaty right now. Like it's gross. No, I'm really excited to do this though. I'm glad that Bryan is letting us do this because this is a big deal. Like I've literally been waiting for this to happen for like a year now. Like
for
long. It's been a long time. Like I've been patiently waiting. So.
All right, let's go ahead and take a live view into the current auction that's going on. We bookmark a few to like kind of trace back if we missed the auction and stuff like that. So we'll do that.
Yeah, this is one of the books we bookmarked that's going right now.
Yep. So this is Action Comics number 242. Yeah, it's a Brazilian book. It's currently at 480 with a buyer's premium 576.
460.
First Brainiac. So what did that go for?
460.
460. What?
Like 5 something with a buyer's premium, 580.
Buyer's premium. That's not bad because that was what? Yeah. What grade was that? A 5.0?
5.0. Yeah, 5.5 actually.
5.5. Yeah, that's not bad. That's like middle of the road copy, like
mid-grade, literally.
Yeah. Once you get like for Brazil, it's like once you get to like 7 or like 7.5 and up, depending on the book, that's where it starts getting like tough. So
yeah. So yeah, big shout out to Beyond Wednesdays for letting us like host this show on the channel. So I'm pretty stoked about it. Yeah. And we just had a fair.
Just so fair warning, you might not be able to get to half of these books because some of them are down in the W's. We've only got 2 hours. Some of them are going fairly quick.
Yeah,
we might hit it.
Yeah, it might go because, like I said, like if no one bids on these, like it's literally like 5 seconds, and then the stuff ends like that. I mean, that book just went for $58, I think. So,
opening bid at $1.
Yeah, there's only like there's a lot of big books in this auction, but there's also a lot of just like random normal books. So like a lot of this stuff is probably going to go for not much more than what it would cost to get the book and grade the book, or probably less, honestly.
Yeah, even with the buyer's premium, huh?
Yeah, because once you figure in like where this person got it from, how much they paid for the book, how much shipping cost them, and then grading, like
yeah, that was $71. I noticed a lot of Superman books in this auction.
A lot of Superman books.
Extremely.
Is that a pretty?
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, is that a pretty popular character for a lot of foreign countries to like put out?
Oh, definitely. Batman, Superman. I was always a Marvel guy until I started collecting foreigns, and then I became a DC guy a lot because I just like the covers more. So like I even started collecting a lot more Batman and Superman stuff. Like it just appealed to me more.
Yeah.
Bro, I am so sweaty. Whew.
Cut a fan on.
It's supposed to like it's supposed to like drop down. It's supposed to drop down to 30 for me.
Yeah,
drop down 30 degrees tonight.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's supposed to start snowing here in like 2 days. Also, what's up, Mr. Roboto? I see you saying hi. Hi, Nathan. What's up?
My Comics is in that.
My bargain.
He's gonna start using fair warning on his Whatnot auctions. Fair warning.
Please don't take off your shirt. See, Matt Roywell hasn't joined us yet, so like as soon as he's and then
like, this is $55 or no $65 like for a 6.0 Danish comic book from 1954. If you're just a fan of these characters, these are crazy buys right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
$65.
$35 to grade a book. At least $10 to ship it there. Like, plus the cost of the book, plus getting it shipped from Denmark. Like, this steals. I mean, even though it's not a key, if you're just a fan of these characters, these are all great pickups.
Yeah, and I think I wrote in the description, like, some of these books we'll probably never see again too, right?
Yeah.
Probably not.
And
I mean, I'm assuming never at Heritage again, because I'm assuming whoever submitted all these is probably like, oh no.
Wait, no, wake up. I messed up.
Like Action Comics 187, 1954. It's at $20 right now. Went for $20.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
there you go. Less than what it costs just to grade the book.
Steals and deals.
Yeah, the Tech 38, like that Action Comics page, the Brave and the Bold 28, all the big books. Like, if you were interested in those, these are like, this is your chance.
Were there any books? Were there any books that you saw that kind of like stood out the most to y'all, or like kind of like, oh, I'm surprised someone brought that to the auction?
A lot of the moderns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the moderns were an interesting choice. I'm curious to see how well moderns do at Heritage, because it's, when I think of Heritage, I think of like Golden Age, Silver Age, like
pre-code. Yeah.
Pre-code, I mean, I know there are, if you're doing like the ASM 667 or something like that, like that's a massive, or, a UF4 like Jurjevic, but like outside of that, like I don't know, what modern books I'd be sending to Heritage to take a chance on. So, yeah, see, this book's about to go for 90, 100. What is this? Action Comics 157.
Hey, Yee.
Yeah.
Send the chat to send the link to Royable. I think he's looking for it in Facebook.
Oh, okay. Let me. Yeah. Yeah, I sent it to him in the
foreign chat.
In the foreign chat, but yeah, let me find him on.
I'll let him know.
Yeah, just tell him it's in the Google chat.
I'm sending it to him on Facebook right now.
Got Kamikaze in the house. Probably sitting there,
Blood sausage.
Anxious.
Yeah. Navarro's a tough
deleted my payment, trying to get it sorted out now. All right, so Action Comics 1 from Norway, 1984. It's a VF80. Wow. Okay. It's at $420. I'm shocked. $500.
500, 600.
Okay.
Welcome to the channel, Matt. How are you?
This is actually really interesting.
How's it going? How are you?
4 seconds.
Doing well. We're just doing the live view right now, the Heritage auction that's going on. No. Do you have any books?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I'm just here as an interested spectator.
Okay.
Wow.
But I have skin in the game. If Josh's Mexican book hits over 20 G's, we're getting naked. That's...
So that was actually a really mind-blowing sale to me, because that was an Action Comics 1 from Norway from 1984 that just went for $650 in an 8.0.
Yeah.
That's really strong for a 1984 Action Comics 1. Like,
that's very strong.
That was very strong.
Send word out to Bjorn. Let's do it. Let's go.
That Action Comics 1 from 1984 went for more than the Action Comics 242 First Brainiac from Brazil.
Oh wow.
What?
Yeah.
Well, do you think it's because it was just early within the auction, and now more people are jumping on to watching this now?
Maybe.
It could have been because that was one of the first like 4 books to go, I think. So
I mean, we had like there was like probably like 3 or 4 books that sold like within our intro.
yeah. So yeah, that's crazy because I would have never expected that Action Comics 1 to go for that, especially to beat the first Brainiac.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Someone was bidding and not. Hey, what's up, Cynthia?
Someone wants an Action Comics 1.
Yeah, someone wasn't fully understanding maybe of how new that book was. I don't know.
Because like the U.S. reprints, those don't even go for that much, do they? Like in an 8.0,
No.
like
I don't think so. No.
No.
Oh no, I'm not killing the bidding. We all want to see this. Come on.
1984. Loved that year. I wasn't even born in 1984 yet.
Neither was I.
Babies. We're babies.
I was in first grade.
Sheesh.
I was
and
3.
year before that. How old were you, Rob? You were 3?
I was 3 at that point. Yeah, born in '81. I wasn't thinking
I'll
about
never
comics
forget.
then.
1983. I got thrown up on by a kid named Toot in my kindergarten graduation. Not cool. All over my kindergarten graduation robe, and because he was nervous. Who's nervous for a kindergarten graduation? Toot was.
Well, especially with a name like Toot. So
That was his name. TOO2.
okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, again,
What is this book?
there's
I think it's
This
UK.
one? Yeah,
Action
UK.
Comics 139 UK edition.
and it's
this is-
literally about to sell for less than what it would cost to grade it. So
Oh my god. Yeah, so there's definitely some stuff that is just sneaking by that.
yeah, I mean, if like I was saying before you got on, like if you're just a fan of Superman stuff, this is a crazy opportunity just to like steal stuff because
Some
there's stuff
rare
that's going.
Superman stuff.
Yeah, there's stuff that's going less than what it costs to grade or barely
Yeah.
over.
That's crazy. That's
And once you
absolutely
figure in
crazy.
like how much you paid for the book, how much it costs to get from the other country, then grading it, like
$40.
yeah,
That barely covers the shipping for this book.
that barely covers the grading.
Yeah, I mean, this
There
is
you
like,
go, $38. That just went
oh
for
my
38
god.
bucks.
Come on.
So whoever's bidding on these and is a Superman fan, they are just cleaning house.
Cleaning
house.
oh, press and clean costs as well is what Comic
Yeah.
is saying.
Yeah, press and clean costs as well. Hold on, I gotta
Oh,
let my
there you
dog out of
go.
the room.
So the last US 1983 reprint of Action Comic 1 in a 9.8 went for 510 of this year. So that 8.0 from a year later from Norway just went for $150 or $140 more than
Oh,
the
wow.
US.
Where's the live chat? Oh, there it is. Okay.
I'm curious to see what I think this is the first restored book that's been up.
Oh, it's only a C1 also. So
$60.
which is
There
like a
you
slight
go.
color touch.
Oh,
$60.
you see what my bargain said? You see what my bargain said?
Yeah,
The
it went.
1983 reprint for 510.
Yeah, the US one.
Yeah, 9.8 though.
Yeah, I mean, I know some of those reprints like do go for quite a bit, but whenever I'm looking at those, I can never tell the difference unless they like mark the year on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there were so many of those Action Comic 1
$9
reprints in the US.
Some of these
there
I'm
you
just
go.
like kind of tempted. Like, do I click right here?
Yeah, well, I mean, for that kind of low money, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat it. I mean,
Yeah.
It's below grading. Why not?
Yeah. It's crazy, Bill.
oh yeah, no, we're talking about the reprints in the US, Kazi. Trust me.
Yeah, we wouldn't call these reprints.
We
Who do
don't
you
say-
think we are?
We don't say the dirty word around here.
Especially not with me, or that will get you problems. You don't want to trigger my reprint stigma action. Trust me, you don't want that.
Yeah. I was referring to the US.
Trying to.
Yeah.
You know what I think though is part of the problem here, and maybe even how did that earlier auction do? Was it a little soft?
Which one?
Then they weren't they running another one before this that was happening live? Was it soft?
Oh, I don't even know. I wasn't paying.
Because
If they did, I wasn't
because I don't know
watching.
about you guys, but now inflation is starting to really bite and kick my ass. And I think that for a lot of people, with Christmas coming up and some of this other stuff, travel, holiday travel, I think after a few months of inflation, it's really starting to bite some people.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Well, people tend to get tight with their money too during election time as well.
Yeah.
So
just unease about change. And so I kind of feel like this auction's hitting at a really bad time fiscally than it would have hit. Maybe if it would have hit, in early September or some other time, it might have been better. Just bad timing.
See, I partially agree with that, and then the part I disagree is the big books. Those people just have. I mean, that's just they're going to be dropping pocket change. Like they're not affected by this at all.
Yeah, this is just bargain hunting time for them.
This stuff, I mean, could have possibly done better. Like, I mean, if we would have been like a year ago, or maybe a year from, well, not a year from now, maybe 2 years from now, like.
6 months ago, even 6 months ago, even really.
Yeah, even 6 months ago, pre-inflation. I mean, because I feel like it's that sweet spot where your average comic fan, if he really wants a book, can afford. That between $500 and maybe $1,500. Those guys, those people that do that, I think they're hurting right now.
Yeah.
They can afford to pick up that cool cover, that key in that range, but like some of these books, particularly these are all UK, right? None of them are Australian.
Yeah, these have all been UK so far.
Yeah, because once they go into the Australian world, they start getting infinitely more difficult to find.
I think there was 1 or 2 Australians that sold already, and it was about the same price.
See, it's just I think these books that should be going for $300, $400, $500 are just not because that money's not there.
The Australian ones were the Millers, right?
Well, which one were they? Millie's
the Miller.
Oh,
the K Miller ones.
Oh,
from, Australia.
Oh, I don't know.
Wow, what did that just go for? Did that even go for $20?
Nope.
I think that last one just went for under $20.
Yeah, this is not.
But again, these are just
random.
These are books that I would never consider sending to any auction house. I mean, they're not keys. They're
not an ultra high grade. Even for foreigns.
Yeah.
No, I think that's part of that kind of. That's something Heritage is going to have to really get on.
Yeah, they need to crack down.
Their people need to get a little more educated on what's actually special and what's not. Like I've been harping on this damn auction forever. That 7.0 Wolvie 1 Comics forum, it's just sitting in there shitting on everything all around it. It's not special. It doesn't belong there. It's bringing and dragging everything else down. And to address Homeboy, where did he go? No, UK. I like UK. I just kind of.
Oops.
I prefer certain different publishers.
We're gonna miss this book go for $4. No. It's seriously, this book's about to go for $4, $6.
What?
$8.
10.
10.
14.
Jeez.
There you go. My bad. It's all my fault.
22.
It's okay, Yee.
Slowly going up. But again, it's just a.
You reach 32.
It's a 4.
You reach 32 for at least grading.
4.5 Action Comics 227 from the UK.
Economy grading is about $40.
Yeah,
All right,
this is in the golden
34.
age realm. So yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's starting off a lot of people too who probably would normally bid on Heritage too with a buyer's premium and all that too as well.
$34.
Yeah, that could affect it. I know a lot of people that don't really play around in the Heritage world. Yeah,
you got to pay attention because what you're bidding is, you're going to pay 20% on top of that. Like,
yeah.
Now, let's discuss. Would I really have liked to have seen Joey's Hombre Rana one that's on Comic Connect right now here?
Yes.
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 Do I get Joey's reasoning for putting a lot of that stuff on Comic Connect? Yes, I agree with it. But I don't know. There's a part of me that's like, oh man, that Hombre Rana one would have got people really excited, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting them excited. What's the details on the Comic Connect? Guys, do you know when that ends?
I do not know when that ends. I don't even know if I can bid on it yet because I started watching them, but I didn't think the bids were open. I think it ends. I'll have to look.
That La Prensa Spidey one is a big fucking deal. And I mean, yeah, that wedding, that I agree, Kazi. That wedding issue probably should have been
10 days. So
in 10 days.
It ends in
Do we know where the bidding is at for that?
I don't know. Oh, here we go. What is this?
If anyone has the link in the if anyone has the link, they can drop it in the private chat. I don't know if I have a Comic Link account.
The Danish that went for 110.
Did you see that copy, Yee? Did you see that Hombre Rana one that Joey Enough put on Comic Connect? It's fucking pretty.
I hope it goes for a lot because I know it wasn't cheap. So
no, I mean it's
Kamikaze. You won't be able to drop a link in the chat unless you have a wrench, and I don't have the power to do that. But you can hit up any of these guys or myself on Instagram or Facebook. However you communicate with any of us, and then we can try to show it at some point in time.
Yeah.
So it seems like the UK books just get no love because the Danish and the Mexican ones are.
It's probably because like someone's like, oh, I can just find that on eBay or something like that.
Yeah.
Kind of attitude. So I mean, like, it seems like the buyers for this like kind of know what they're shopping for.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even this book right now is like it's a Heritage Live. Yeah, I mean it's a Heritage Live bid too. So I guess is that a phone-in call or someone actually physically there?
No one's there. So it's either got to be a phone call or someone just bidding online. But so far, all the Danish and Mexican ones have, and the Norwegian, the Swedish one's already at $100. So people just do not care for the UK stuff. Because it's not like these books are really anything, they're still just plain old adventure comic and action comic issues.
Yeah. They're not quite as well. Some of those Nordic unique covers I really think are cool.
My mind's still blown. Oh yeah, those are awesome.
Those are super cool. Or some of the altered Golden Age DC stuff is really cool, where they just altered the covers, dropped in new, different villains, did some cool stuff. But for the most part,
that just went for $70.
I can't wait to get to the Golden Age Geebies. That's where I want to see some action. Is in the Brazil stuff.
Apparently nobody likes Italy either because these are going for pretty cheap.
Was there an Italian 300 in this? I can't remember.
No. Nope.
See, that would have been nice.
That would have been cool, but I think that's probably something nobody wants to.
Kamikaze, yeah, we can't see the link in the chat in YouTube. Like YouTube won't let you. Yeah, YouTube won't let you put a link in the chat.
I think
What about in the comments? Just put it in the comments. Can you put a link in the comments?
No, I don't think it. No, they have
It won't
filters to
let
block
you.
that. Yeah. Unless you have a
Oh.
wrench. Yeah.
I thought I had it saved, but maybe I don't.
Here, let me go to Facebook and just pull it from Joey's.
Yeah.
Joey's. Oh shit! I'm having problems with my login, and I don't have time to deal with it. Someone else might have to do that.
This is it.
Oh, yeah. It's probably because we're live. Yeah, probably because we're live right now. You can make comments after the live ends.
That book just went for $6.
Yep.
$6.
Yeah, this ain't
$6 man. Put it. Oh, here he sent it to my messenger. He sent it to my messenger.
Okay, yeah, and
send
you
it.
can just
just send it to my messenger.
And then you can just put it in the private chat.
Yep.
See, like that book didn't need to be in there. Big waste of time.
The Superman Italian or the previous one?
That one right here that we're looking at right here. The restored Nemo Kid.
No.
In 2.0, that never Heritage should have never put. They should have put this in on a list, an open listing or something. It should have never been in this auction.
$6.
Is that what this one's about to go for?
Yep.
That almost looks trimmed.
But again,
trimmed?
It's the same. Like, why would
slight
you put it in
C1,
here?
so that's a slight color touch.
All
right, let me see. Copy link. All right, I'm gonna
$6.
I'm excited to see what that Erie UK goes for too, Josh.
So I can post the link in the chat, right, in the video.
Well, I mean, if we want to share it onto the screen, I can do that as well.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Or we can even do that after.
Yeah.
We're gonna cut through. We're gonna go through these real quick.
Hold on, I'm gonna send it in the Google chat to you, Aaron, just because I'm doing it on my phone and not on my computer. Boop.
This Gibby's Gary go for 70.
Oh
80.
man.
Okay, let's see some real bidding here, guys. This is Brazilian Golden Age. This shit, you can't just pick it up like it's freaking nothing. Particularly, it's in a blue label. So many of these Brazilian books are restored. Come on.
Why is this
Show me the money.
Sign in again. What's it at?
It's at 100.
I'm trying to sign back in because I got signed out.
I got some sort of link from you. So
Captain Marvel, wow, $100, 6.5.
It's a mind-blowing book.
Russian
$100.
I'd like to see this go for a decent amount.
Well, it's already going for more than that Gibby, so.
You know, I was just having a conversation with some guys about, not. I don't blame books.
120 for that Russian AF-15.
That was decent, but
Sinister 6.
I'm interested in this. Yeah, it's only at $70.
80.
That 80 is pretty high grade for an Entercoppin.
I see it going for 200 if it goes right. It's at 100, halfway there. Uh-oh. It stopped.
Nope. 100. Oh,
120.
120.
We're in whatnot.
What year is this Entercoppin? Rob?
It's 1998.
Oh, it's not one of the older ones. Yeah,
No.
I was gonna say if this was a true Silver Age.
It went for $120.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
For that time period.
Yeah, Kazi's saying that wasn't a big book for that Gibby. I mean, they're tough to find, but I mean, again, they're not all. They're not all sought after. Yeah. And the cover was kind of.
Yeah.
I remember 6 months ago we were talking about this auction, like what books we want to see, and now we're just like, all right, this is like watching, words of our friend. It's like watching paint dry. Like, Where's the other books? Where are those?
150, $170. Amazing Spider-Man Annual 2 La Prensa for 7.0. That's a high grade.
That is a high grade for
For
that.
La Prensa. That's going to go for $170.
That's
Sound effects are really
80.
funny.
For ultra high grade La Prensa, 190 is a steal.
Yeah.
You just don't see him in those.
Yeah.
You don't see him in those grades.
It went for 180, so a little over $200 with the buyer premium.
That was a steal.
Yeah, that was a good buy.
Is this the Argentinian? These things are ghosts. So this should go. It sucks that it's not the first Spider-Man 50.
Yeah, it's a 7.0 too.
Hey,
it's nice.
Love Modelos. I've got my Dos Equis action going on. You know, I love cervezas mexicanas también.
Nope, it's $70.
Come on, it's got to break 100. Any of those.
It should. It should at least break 100.
It should.
It's at 90.
Do you have an estimate of what year this came out? Because they don't have that data.
On the Argentinians, I think it was mid-70s, Josh.
$90. It went for $90.
That was a steal. Here's another one. Yeah, these were like mid-70s.
I want to say yes.
Oh, hold on. I'll have an answer for you. Hold on.
Dig one out. 110. What grade is this? This is this is a 9.2. Well, that's nice.
9.2. Yeah.
And it's still might only go for $110. That's a nice grade, man. That is high grade.
Oh, I should have been doing this earlier. You can look at the back cover as well.
This is the very first Argentinian. 1968.
180.
That means these are true Silver Age Spideys in many regards. So for them to be going for under $100 is a tragedy.
This one's at 220, but it's a 9.2.
Okay, yeah, that ultra. I mean, when I got this Argentinian, essentially number 1, or supplemental 178, but it was the very first Spidey in the supplemento that came out was this Spidey 50. And it came back a 7.5. I was tickled pink because in these higher grades, you just don't see these Argentinian books in those higher grades.
Yeah, and that 9.2 was ridiculous.
Yeah, that nosebleed, man, nosebleed for an El Tony.
But it's going to be private sales from here on out for most of these books that we know are super rare. It's definitely going to be private sales. Like, Heritage might have that price, but I know what it's worth.
Yeah, well, and Rob, we talk about this all the time. One of the biggest speed bumps to the foreign edition market, in my opinion, is that because it is almost so, I hate to use the word closeted, but encapsulated within its community and it doesn't go out. All the really huge books get sold on the private market. They never make it to the public sphere.
Well, and this is one of those things too, where like, this is the first like auction, but you can't just
base it
like you need to have like at least I think like 2 more.
Oh yeah,
and then you establish like, okay, between these 3 sales, like if you have the same books, that's also the other problem is like, what are the odds you're gonna have
a same grade? These
same books in multiple auctions, like
because we're talking about rarity.
Yeah, the
rarity
more common
of
stuff, sure.
Yeah,
well,
but rare stuff.
Here we go.
Well,
come on, baby.
And then rarity seems to be like what's dictating the market too right now. Like any of those rare, super hard to find items, or is what people are spending their money on.
Wow, that only went for $2,100.
Whoa!
Wow.
Because the one that sold a couple weeks ago went for over $3 with the buyer premium.
So he stole it.
Yeah, that was a steal. So so now that book's been auctioned by Heritage twice. The first time it went for over $3, and that time it only went for $21. So
was it about the same grade too?
They were the exact same grade. They were both 8.5s.
They were both 8.5. So that's a disappointment.
Which is actually funny because whoever submitted both of those, it's one person that submitted both of those. Because if you look at the CGC number on it, they're in like it's
Sequential
like
order.
003. Yeah, they're in
Sequential.
sequential order. So whoever submitted those submitted 2 of the exact same grade of that book.
Good job, my bargain. Good job.
My bargain comics. Great job. What did that one
Nice.
go for?
Oh, the last one that just sold?
Yeah.
Let me pull up the other page.
240.
240? Oh, man.
This one's at 240 as well. Oh, well, it's only a 3.5.
312. 312.
No, that's reasonable.
All right, this is an 8.5.
First Doom. First Doom in Brazil.
Wow, it's only going to go for 5.75. That's a steal.
720.
An 8.5.
Yeah.
This is a cool book. I've always liked this book.
7.0, it's still solid.
And and part of the problem is too, without the knowledge there, people don't understand. Higher grades like this in e-ball is extremely rare because most of these fucking books have rust on the staples. They're rusty staple city, guys. 7.0 and above for an e-ball is nosebleed.
Yeah.
You can't judge these books by American high grade standards.
Yeah.
You just can't. A 7.0, a 7.5, an 8.0 in an e-ball is nosebleed. That's, a 9.2, 9.4.
And the people that are, probably majority of the people bidding on this stuff, they just don't get that. They have no idea. They're just going,
they have no idea.
Okay, yeah.
They're uneducated.
Like it's a 7.0, so
I'll get a better grade later.
You ain't gonna find it.
They're looking at the Overstreet price guide price that Heritage posts under the comics, going, "Oh, the American version only goes for this." So,
my god, that makes me laugh. I was at a fucking show one time. I had an Italian Ghost Rider 1, pretty one, Corno. We all know, we've all felt those Corno books. And I go to this dealer, and my son wanted more fucking toys than I could afford. So I wasn't planning on selling it, but I knew these guys from the Albuquerque comic book store.
104.
And I went to them and I said, I wasn't planning on selling this book, but you interested? And the guy cracks his Overstreet. And I'm like, that ain't going to help you at all, brah.
First Craven, 7.0.
228 with buys premium. 220, 264.
That's reasonable.
So 210 bucks without the buyer's premium.
288.
220.
I'm looking at the buyer's premium.
Oh.
Rob factors in all the facts.
Yeah. Count every dollar counts.
Shoot, we don't get any of that money.
Yeah.
What? Someone else is spending that money though.
That is true. Someone is spending that money.
Okay, this one, see, in the 8.0, this is nosebleed for e-ball, guys.
Yeah.
Nosebleed.
170?
This should be a $500 book, in my opinion.
190.
How many of these will end up on eBay? Asked Hi Nathan.
60% of them.
That would be interesting.
Especially if it's just Americans buying.
280, 300.
Okay. Yeah, this book should be a $500 book, in my opinion. At an 8.0? Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So it's what, 372 with the buyer's premium?
It's gonna go for under 400. Yep.
All right, we got about 35 live watching us right now.
Nice.
So just as a catch up for anyone that's just now joining us, we are joined by Matt Royable, Define 999, Rob's Comics 81, Mr. Foreign, and then Josh Allen with International Comics. And I'm YeezeeYee. We are on Beyond Wednesday. We are watching the Heritage auction right now that is covering all foreign books. So this is the first one ever. I'm really excited to see what happens. And
$7.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if a good chunk of these end up on eBay, because I forget what book it was. It sold on Heritage. It was a foreign book and it sold for like nothing. And then whoever bought it instantly listed it on eBay, and it sold for like $800 more on eBay
Oh
than
my
it sold
God.
for at Heritage. And I was like, holy cow, okay.
Buy and flip. Flippers have
Yeah.
entered the chat. But, like this book, that's a restored,
Yeah, 2-0.
2-0 Brazilian book from the 80s. That doesn't belong here, guys.
No, that should have not been in this auction. And the price tells you that.
It doesn't belong here.
Maybe the owner know that it had a slight color touch.
24.
I gotta go get another beer. I'll be back.
Ooh, Steve, you went for the Morbius, eh? It's Morbin time.
Runner up though.
Morbin time. Oh my God, people, just stop bidding on this book. Just let it end. I honestly wouldn't spend $30 on this book.
$32, $61. Black Cat, $6.5.
Yeah, this is not terrible.
Abril. Abril's not bad. I go 50.
That's not bad. I feel like this should be at least $100 book. It's a nice mid-grade copy. It's not missing the little corner, because a lot of those are missing that corner where you cut it out or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's off-white to white pages. It's not terrible. Those books are tiny. Those books are hard to get in nice shape.
At least it's centered.
yeah. At least it's centered in the slab too. Well, kind of. I mean, look at how big of a space there is from top to bottom.
Yeah.
$70, $100 with buyer premium.
Starting to move and shake a little bit.
Yeah.
I like the colors on this one. Yeah, Philip Sean. This is good.
Yeah, we're at $124.
That's decent. For this one.
Yeah. $139 with buyer premium.
You're still in it, high Nathan. You're still in it. You might
I already lost the Discord prices, right?
I think I'm winning because I put $1, right?
yeah.
Well, no, because then someone put all $600 bids.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and all the books that you chose are probably not gonna be like.
What did that Black Cat end up going for? With the buyer premium,
it was like 2, I think, wasn't it?
139 with buyer's premium.
That's respectable.
Yeah,
that's respectable.
Yeah, for that book. So, are these pictures on the side the actual auctioneers at the place auctioning these books?
Probably.
No, this is just all internet auction. There is no live. They're not doing it live at Heritage.
It's all stock photo Heritage. I was gonna say
it's like stock footage, and then they have like a text to speech auctioneer like saying stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have a fancy computer set up like Bryan to show what the sound sounds like. But
I feel like this is it's respectable. I mean, it's 1992. 7.5.
Danish.
Yeah.
Yeah, very respectable.
Yeah. I feel like that's fair.
150. Let's go.
That's actually more than fair, in my opinion.
160.
I tend to not like
70?
these newer.
Yeah.
Editions,
well, yeah. Once you get into the 90s, it's kind of like
they don't change them up enough. At least for the Silver Age stuff, There's some cool shit in the 90s, but
yeah, I mean, this is at $228. Oh,
okay,
man,
my bargain.
Steve's cleaning house tonight.
Good job.
Steve is cleaning the house. Yeah, this is at $240 with the buyer premium.
This would have been cool if it had the, the girlfriend variant where she wrote all over it.
Oh,
but
$288.
I saw that book in person.
Did you?
Yeah, I got to hold it. Yeah,
that's cool.
It was at MegaCon. Eric S. Hurd, his comic shop owns it currently.
Oh, nice.
Wow, this is still going. This is at $312. $336.
This is $100 book max, guys. Not trying to discourage you from bidding, but
$360.
But people are seeing the first
The
appearance
first
of Green
Green
Goblin,
Yeah.
Osborn, Enforcer's
cover
appearance.
wins all the time.
Like
Two
that just went for
360?
360.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all.
yeah, that's beyond expectations for me on that one.
Yeah, see, if you're watching this and you're bidding on books, you can get instant feedback from us on
Like listed right
paying,
now on eBay.
stop paying.
Yeah, you start getting into 300 for a Silver Age book printed in the 90s. Listen to us telling you to stop.
Yeah.
Now remember, these Spider-Man classics, from these Dutch Spider-Man classics, they're newer. But remember that the Netherlands had a very small population. So you got to assume through extrapolation that almost all junior press Netherlands books are going to be some of the lower print runs of these books in Western Europe than, say, a German, than, say, an Italian.
Yes.
So on these, I mean...
Everybody's just bidding $1.
It's a dollar dicking it right now.
Yeah, if that's back to now. These books, you can find higher grade junior press books. These books should have never been sent in to be graded. But if you can nab it for $30,
rolling the dice.
I mean, if you could nab it for $50 with the buyer premium,
yeah, do it. Yeah, I think you're right.
Dealers having a feeling. Yeah.
Thank you, my bargain comics. I don't know who you are. I've never met you. These guys know you by your
Steve.
Steve.
Steve Horn.
Steve.
I'd say go back and watch some old episodes of Global Comic Safari. If you want to watch me and John Z get down on some sets, find us on YouTube. Those were fun. Interglobal, what's up, buddy? Okay, now this will be interesting. Dutch Spider-Man. This is an average grade for this book.
It's already almost at $400 with the buyer premium.
Okay, let's go. Remember, the Dutch books out of Western Europe are going to have lower print runs than all the others. Not all of them, but for the most part.
408
of all the 129s in Western Europe. This one, I think,
not yet,
is one of the
$408.
20.
Yeah,
that's reasonable.
And then this was a book we were watching. I want to say, like we were beforehand.
D-Spinning.
This is a cool 50. My only problem is with the grade because the German higher grade German. Oh my gosh, higher grade German stuff. There's a lot of it. There's more of it out there than you would realize. The Germans kept their books in very good conditions, even without bagging boards. They were very meticulous about their books.
Did Josh tell you about the German books I found at a comic book shop?
No.
So, no.
Yeah, so they had a few of these German books.
Wow, people really hate Morbius
for the first Carnage. And they had it on the wall, and I was like, "Oh, let me check out those." And then they had it in order, and then I was like, and it was funny because they had a 361 first print on the wall as well, which they had at like a ridiculously high price because I think it was like right before Venom 2. And then I was like, "Oh, let me check out those." They're like, "Yeah, these are foreign books. We don't know what they are." And they just had like $5 price tags on them, and I was
oh my god!
I was like, "Hey, do you care if I take a picture of these? I want to send this to a friend." And I sent it to Josh, and I was just like, "Josh, do I buy these?" And I was just like totally kidding with him because I was gonna pick him up no matter what. Yeah, because I was like,
Josh probably said, "Buy them, you idiot."
yeah.
Well, and you got to remember that some of those books from Germany, that's the second time those were printed.
Yes,
there was an earlier printing in Germany. Hit Comics.
Woo!
Steve Horn's cleaning up, bro.
Steve's going
That's
to
a good
town
book.
tonight.
Steve, that's a good book. I mean, I'm going to say that book on a print run basis is going to be lower than Italy. You know, it's going to be lower than Germany. It's just there's not a whole lot of Dutch speakers in Europe in comparison to all the other countries in Europe. It's just tinier. So that was a very smart investment, my friend. Like these Lomo Ragnos, they're beautiful. Corno books are, you know, they're well put together.
Oh, no.
Higher grades are more often. You can find them in higher grade.
Find love.
What bot?
So this Italian 6.0 just went for one. Or what did that
You're
go
right,
for?
Josh. There's a big hating on Morbius right now.
Dude, I'm telling you, people are just the movie sucks.
The movie sucks.
So, yeah.
It just goes how far, you know, the movie can connect with our.
Which is crazy because I feel like none of these books, like, I feel like foreign books shouldn't do that. Like, movies and spec should not sway foreign selling prices. Like, that's not a thing. And then this is the second printing of this book.
Yeah, this shouldn't go for much.
This shouldn't go for much at all.
Hey, Cynthia.
Because this is from 1993. This is the second time they did
it. And there's a ton of them out there.
Yeah.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time. I love those memes. Morbin time. All right, someone's overpaying for this.
Yeah.
It's still going.
I mean, we're over at 100.
And even at
7.0,
you should be able to find this one in 92, 94. Easy. These Lomo Ragno classics.
85.
Okay, let's get down to some real La Prensa shit.
It's only a 2.0 though.
Yeah.
But it's already at over $100.
So. But it's an early number, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, it's 12. It's number 12.
Good luck finding any early number Spidey La Prensas.
Yeah.
I wish you luck.
That is true.
You can find them,
especially
but
the
it is
number one.
Not. If you can nag this for under, I think if you could nag this for under 200, it's a steal. Still.
What's it at?
It's a 140. It's a 169.
Yeah, 169.
This should be at least a $200 book, if not a little more, just because you don't see these.
Yeah,
Spideys
you're right.
so
I wasn't thinking that because it was issue 12.
Yeah.
Like it's staying there.
192.
Under 200.
It's a good buy.
That's a good buy.
On that one.
Yeah,
a good buy.
Steve, you picked that one up too.
This is 23.
It's got that purple label of death.
I still feel like that shouldn't matter on foreigns. It's literally slight color touch. You could probably remove it and regrade it and get a 4.0. Like
you can't apply normal American standards to most of these foreign editions. You just can't.
Particularly that's like saying like, purple label of death on like a Brazilian book with that's how you're going to find 90% of them, or if not more. They're all going to have purple labals. Like,
because
that was just how they took care of them.
Yeah, they didn't have bags and boards.
104 for that last one.
Yep.
What's this?
See, this one, a 6.0 in a book that early. That's a nice copy.
And it's the only copy in the census.
That's a nice copy for a book this early.
Origin and first appearance of the Looter.
6.0 is nice. That's a really nice grade for a La Prensa.
Yeah, anything above a 5,
in
my opinion, on a La Prensa from 75 maybe and older is an exceptional copy.
Yeah,
most of those copies are going to be under 5.
Yeah,
especially the papers like this.
Yeah.
So we know that on the La Prensa Spideys, the non-canons hit, and by 1975 they were done, right? So basically, any La Prensa Hombre Rana in a 5 or above is an exceptional copy, folks. You just don't, that is not the average. Your average is in those 3 ranges, 3, 4 ranges is where you're gonna, and worse. 5 and above is a worthwhile copy for your collection, because they just did not save them in the conditions they needed to. And even by
fortunate to get a 9.2 or 9.4,
then you're a fucking monster. Yeah, your big booty Gwen, Rob, is a monster. It almost shouldn't exist,
but somehow it does.
It does in your house.
Just insane.
See, this is a cool book. I like this book. At a 5.5.
Yeah, I always forget, what key is this? Is this a key?
I don't think it's a key, but it's got the Rhino, and I love his
first
cover.
appearance of Mary Jane and the Rhino.
Okay.
The Rhino.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was.
First full appearance of Mary Jane.
Yeah, this is a good book. See, this should be a $300 or $400 book, in my opinion.
Ooh, Matt Murdock and Dark Kurt Connors cameos. The Lizard.
Second Rhino. Yeah, this is gonna go for a steal at $139.
This is a quality book.
5.5, yeah.
159.
Because the non-canon starts 123, 121.
I believe so. Yes.
169. 180.
But remember, they interspersed in some of that non-canon some other Marvel issues. So it's kind of, it's hard that demarcation line is kind of hard, because they continue.
$180.
Yeah, that was a
pickup.
good book. That was a great pickup.
Yeah.
I love this cover too. I've always loved this Lizard cover.
Well, I should have said Duran takes over at what, 129?
Oh my God. This can't go for under $50. I'll kill myself. I should be bidding on it.
61.
This is come
67.
on. It's got to go for over 100 buyer's premium. Come on.
No, I don't think so. $71.
40. Well, you said 5.0 was a solid copy. Everybody sees
5.0 is a solid copy.
Yeah, now no one's bidding on these now, because they're like, oh, 5.0. Gotta get the 5.0.
But 3.0 means it's average, guys. 2, 3, 4, it's more in that average where you're going to see them. That doesn't mean it's not that means that it's still a worthwhile book. It's still a book you need to have for your collection.
It's at $84.
Rita senior cover as well.
Yeah.
$89.
I was hoping that my comments weren't affecting the bidding so much, except for a few people.
I'm sure it's just a few people.
I know. I'd be like, I'm single-handedly taking this whole auction. What the fuck?
Heritage doesn't hire you to auction off these books.
They
live,
should hire me to auction these off. I'll auction them live.
There you go, $99.
I will dress in something drippy, like the kids are calling today. I will be a fucking thirst trap.
Thirst trap. Oh my God.
I'll thirst trap it.
You can't tell. I know your kid doesn't talk like this. So where?
No, he does. He talks about being drippy and all this shit. That's how these kids are talking, man.
So what is this?
Yes.
645, $55.
Good job. That's a great book at that price. Great book at that price.
Yeah, $99. You can't beat that. Already graded.
Any of these early Spideys, go find them. Just go find them. Find them. And, it's you can find a lot of the later ones, but some of these early Spideys are just not easy to find.
Now Steve wants to mute us now because he don't buy anymore. Put on captions.
I don't know if I have that set up.
$55. Or no, what is it with buyer premium? 84, 89, 94, 99?
Yes.
Okay, that just jumped up really quick.
Yes, Matrix Comics. I'll thirst trap this shit. Heritage, if you're watching this later, you can fly me out to Dallas and we will make this work.
$104.
Love this cover. This is a great, great cover.
We're gonna be getting to the Brave and the Bold soon.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about that.
Got a fan on, Josh? Get some water. Stay hydrated. Stay
sweaty.
Stay
Dude,
hydrated, my buddy.
I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this action page to break 20 G's. That's what I'm here for. I got my nice set of underwear on.
If that breaks 20 grand, we will definitely come down there and fly out and hang out.
You and Cynthia, come out here. We'll do a show. We'll do it all up. Maybe we'll fly out and visit Yee in Dallas.
I'm in Houston.
Or Houston. Sorry, I knew you were in Texas somewhere. Always wanted to go to Houston. The dirty South.
It's fun.
Wow, that just went for what?
Oh,
104?
That was a steal. That was a fucking steal. $75.
Yeah,
104
with premium. Yeah.
No, $99 with premium.
Oh wow. But again, people are just looking at this stuff like, most people bidding on these probably have no idea how hard it is to find these and what they're actually bidding on.
Mm.
Ooh, this has a first appearance. First appearance of Captain George Stacy.
Oh, there you go. 3.5. That's average. I mean, it's already graded.
The guesswork.
I would tell you what, you probably couldn't find this book raw for $69, which is what it's at with the buyer premium right now.
73.
Like,
with the premium.
literally probably couldn't find it raw for that. And then you're talking about shipping from Mexico on top of it.
And we're what? 77 books into 462 books?
Yeah. And then we're about at the first hour.
Yeah.
So we'll probably get through like maybe a little more than half is what I'm going to estimate. I have another show scheduled. So
yeah. What time is that, Yee?
The long story short.
That starts at 10 p.m. Eastern. But I do want to take a slight break before shows.
Eat, drink something.
Yeah, exactly. Stretch.
Eat, drink.
and then where's the hot Nathan? Get a lap dance,
A lap dance? Well, I mean, he's got groupies, so...
I mean, yeah, I'm in Houston, so I'm in Houston, There's like a strip club on every corner.
But you don't even need that. You're a musician. You've got groupies. Just invite them to your house.
Come check out my comic collection.
Yeah, exactly.
53. What is this at? $63, $65,
basically.
75, 77.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said you probably couldn't even find these raw for those prices.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anything, it's nutty. I mean,
first Gwen Stacy cover. She's on the cover.
$109.
Oh, she's in the green hoodie. She's in the green hoodie.
Yeah, she's in the green hoodie.
Yeah.
There you go. Looks like 119.
Cynthia, I'm if we make 20 G's on that book, if you and Josh make 20 G's on that book, I am going to do the sexiest strip you have ever seen. I promise.
Well, for me to make that much, that means it needs to really go for like 30. So
But I'm saying with buyer's premium.
You got buyer's premium, and then I got to pay the government, dude. So
all that tax. That's true.
I mean, if a number of Action Comics 1 could go for like $7K, I think you have a pretty good shot.
Dude,
Yeah,
you would think
should.
so. You would think
That's
so.
what I said.
Like,
That's what I said.
if the literal number 1 can go for over $7,000, you would think a page could do like 10 times that amount. Like,
it should be at least a $20,000 book. When it comes to the rarity of it, the rarity alone on those Paquitos should make that book a 20G, if not more, book. If you care about Superman, if you care about comic history, who gives a shit if it wasn't printed in America? That it's comic history isn't just about America, guys. It's about the worldwide effect of our pop culture just going out into basically globally. And if that's true, and if you can get behind that and it matters, then it's easy to say that Paquito should at least go for 20 G's.
Go find another one.
Go find another one. Exactly.
Happy hunting.
Yeah, and then get back to me.
Yeah.
And I promise you never will, because you won't find it.
See how many decades it takes to find one of those.
Like, there's still books on my list from the moment I started watching Flipside to now. Still haven't found.
Really? Give me an example, Rob.
Like,
what would be an example?
I collect the Nubia. I'm looking for that French pocket one with the story.
Oh, those pocket ones
down on the cover.
Yeah, those pocket those pocket French books. I fucking hate them because you could stalk French eBay for years and not see one. It's like, where the hell are they?
Mr. Roboto, I agree.
I agree, Mr. Roboto.
But there's people out there that are not of that mindset.
Trust me,
they're very pro America, and nothing else matters.
America, that's just a foreign reprint. Well, guess what, asshole? The simple act of translation changes it into a completely different thing. The simple act of translation makes it not the same. How do I know? Because I've got a Spidey book where he fights a dildo villain. That's how I know.
This is not bad. This is a 1.0 that's going for $47.
Yeah, that's not bad. I think that's cover love probably pushing someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still looking for the Georgian Killing Joke, Cynthia? Really?
Yeah.
How have you not found that, Josh?
Dude, I found a guy over there, and he bought like 4 of them, and then he kind of just like disappeared from existence. Like,
ghosted you.
Ghosted you?
He's like, oh, here, I got all these, and I'm gonna ship them to you, and then like started having all these like family Dude, it's weird. I'll tell you off stream because it's
doesn't
a
like
weird
money,
story.
I guess.
No, it's a weird story, dude. Like, weird story.
What's up, Dan? Dan Ho, one of our great members at FCC. I'm going to drop that now. I'm going to go ahead and drop it.
Singapore.
FCC. He's one of our Singapore crew. I'm going to drop this. If you're into foreign comics and you just want to get your little feet wet and you're just not sure what to do, go check us out at the FCC group on Facebook. We got a great community there, buying opportunities, but also learning opportunities. I'm going to say there's a lot of learning opportunities. Also, I'd like to call out the Whatnot of Josh, Rob, Yee. They're selling foreign comics on Whatnot all the time. As they're selling, they're educating. Go check it out.
48.50.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we also live stream on this channel anytime we do our foreign comic weekends. So so make sure to like and subscribe.
What time is it now? Right now, Dan, in Singapore?
Great, Andrew. Great. I'm glad you like it. Our goal was to create a very pleasant and enjoyable group that wasn't all dominated by clicks and scammers and people trying to take advantage. We do our very best. Oh, it's early, so he's probably at work. Are you at work, Dan? I know our buddy Neville in Australia was going to peek in while he was at work.
He's right there. FCC, he's right there. Grail Hunters Comics podcast. That's him.
There he is. Woo! This is our boy Neville. It's our Aussie mate. Bryan, your wife made you go get dinner. Why can't she go get dinner? Tell her this is an important event. This is the first time that Heritage has done an international auction. And unfortunately, my dear, you're going to have to get dinner.
Lasted 30 seconds. See what he said?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm sorry, Dan, that you're
COVID.
Get better, man.
Feel better.
Yeah, feel better.
Oh man, $22.
Come on, that's robbing it. You're robbing it. You're robbing Mexico right now.
Yeah, that last one was a 6.0. It only went for like just over $100 with the buyer premium.
These are great.
Lunchtime,
Neville. Yeah, things are going cheap. If you came with some money and you wanted to pick up just some decent mid-grade La Prensa Spidey keys, this is all you, baby. It's all you.
Cheap.
The Brazilian Avengers 1 and 4 is coming up in like 12 books.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens.
Russian 129.
What's up, Steve?
Looking at it a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit more to go, and we're going to start getting into some...
Interglobal, that's our buddy Steve. Great guy. Dinner can wait.
Yeah, dude. I haven't even eaten dinner yet.
I haven't either. I just immediately got off work.
It's already like 8 o'clock on the East Coast. That's pretty late for dinner, anyways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally we don't even eat dinner till like 9.
Well, he's doing the Spanish. He's doing Spanish tapa style.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the Spanish.
In Spain they eat dinner late, dude. It's almost like before bed, but it's not really dinner. It's like wine and other shit. I think
stuff to help you sleep. Yep.
6.5.
More of a tapas. They're not like a dinner in Europe. I don't think is quite like an American dinner. I think the big meal in Europe is lunch. I think that's why.
Yeah. Most people recommend that lunch is should be your biggest meal.
Yeah. And I think in Europe, on average, they get between an hour to some countries they can get 3 hours for their lunch break. Wow. And that's why dinner's so damn late, because they take lunch, large amounts of time at lunch in Europe, and then they go back to work and they might not get off till 6 or 7. So then by the time they get home, they deal with their stuff. Then dinner happens at 8:39. That's why it happens so late there.
That just went for, what are we at? 119?
Yeah, that's nothing. For a 6.5?
Yeah, I think this is the highest graded La Prensa that's been up so far.
Your girl's got you, Josh.
I'll make dinner. She has to make dinner. I don't know how to cook.
Well, I thought you were practicing with those meals.
She's
meals.
practicing with those meals.
Okay.
No, she knows how to cook. I just have no idea. If it doesn't go in like a toaster or
a ramen, a microwave.
Oh man,
yeah.
Gotta learn how to cook.
First prowler and a 6.5.
Yeah, again. This is decently This is a book that you would very happy to have in your collection, even if it's a non-key, because again, what we're saying, anything above a 5 in a La Prensa older than 1975 is going to be on the rarer side.
I mean, origin and first appearance of Prowler.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty important to me.
Yeah, it does.
Miles Morales' uncle. Come on now.
Yeah. $204.
Still a steal.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
$24.
Yeah, there you go. 204.
There's another one that probably should have been a $400 or $500 book.
Waiting for Steve to say he bought it.
Right.
Oh, Steve should have logged in. Steve, that lucky motherfucker getting that Israeli Hulk. I'm just looking at him going, you lucky motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're talking about two different Steves now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, two different Steves.
Oh yeah, Steve. This is a different Steve. This is our buddy Steve Interglobal landed a second copy of the extremely difficult Hebrew Hulk #1, Kevin Comics out of Israel, and you just don't see them, and they've gotten extremely harder to find. And these guys, him and Josh and Rob, they're figuring out how to crack the Korean market. And so,
see, Steve did buy it.
Did he?
Yeah, he said I probably overpaid for that one. Okay, Matt just made me feel better because they're on a delay.
Oh yes. I'm not. I'm Matrix on toast.
Not yet. None of my watched books have come up yet. So
I'm toast.
And
this is kicking my ass.
Yeah, and this is my account, and I don't really buy books off of Heritage, to be completely honest. I just use this as a tool to monitor books.
Yeah.
When I was doing Dealer Flipside, those kind of shows.
Yeah, none of the books that I have been bidding on for the past month have come up yet. So
hey Bojo, yeah, we've been on for about an hour now, hour some change. So we'll probably be on for about another hour and a half or so. Yeah, there's over 462 books that are doing live auction right now. Most of them are fairly going pretty fast.
Yeah, lot 88.
Yeah. We'll probably get about halfway through, so before I have to end the broadcast. So
to answer to connect with Cynthia's question, what's the deal with the foreign show, Josh and Yee? I thought there was going to be a dedicated one at some point. Have you guys talked more about that?
I think we are still in the works of doing this on Beyond Wednesday at some point in time. But as of recently, we've been including foreigns into Long Story Short, which is on Near Nirvana,
which has been nice.
Yeah. So we do a mixture of books to look out for, or what people aren't discussing, and then we'll mix in some foreigns that books that people may not know about. So.
Well, let me know when you guys do more foreign stuff, because my life's been a little nutty. My personal life's been a little nutty, but I would like to get back into talking foreigns.
Yeah, so we got to figure out what day the show is going to go on. If it ends up on Bryan's channel, which I think we're still trying to work out exactly what the schedule is. But also, my schedule is kind of crazy now too.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
This is
well. Let me know. I'd love to be on more shows.
This book looks nice.
Foreigns, really nice. Of course.
Yeah, of course.
With that black border all around it, it looks nice. I mean, my picture is blurry, but it's a 6.5.
It's a 6.5. Again, anything above a 5 is above average for La Prensa. Josh, was there any Brazilian horror in this batch?
Yeah, Rob put a book in, a Pinchado book, and then there is a Cortez book in here. It's a 0.5.
Okay. And so that will be coming up soon, I hope.
No.
Maybe. Oh, it'll be towards the end. We'll probably miss it.
Because what your book starts... Oh, I think Rob froze.
Yeah.
Because your book, is it Sombras? Does it start with an S?
I'm still here.
Is your... What's the title of the book you submitted again, Rob?
My 227 will come up first.
Oh, that 65227. I want to see that do. I want to see that do well.
Yeah, the Cortez book won't come up for a while because that's in the O's. That's Otero Negro.
Otero Negro.
$5.5.
Another steal.
88. Yes. Yeah, you should be good.
They do? Oh,
not in this sale. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say shit. So they're planning on doing a second international auction?
Yes. Oh, I think they're planning on doing 2 more already, because they're doing an all horror auction, and then I think they're gonna
that'll
do
be
another.
fun.
Yeah, and then they're gonna do another one like this where it's just open.
Dude, that all horror one would be fun. Josh, we gotta live watch that one.
Oh yeah, definitely. That'll be really interesting to see. My bargain. Plenty more, my friend. Plenty more. I'm assuming there will probably be at least 2 for next year.
Yeah, but this is the first one, so I'm sure like people are gonna get like really good deals, and then it'll probably get talked about a lot, and then I think it'll just start to build up more momentum for the next one, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, especially the horror one. People will go crazy over that stuff.
I'm curious to see what that Erie is gonna, that UK Erie, Josh, is gonna.
Yeah, those actually jumped up quite a bit. I mean, they're still really good deals because I think I paid more for all of those than what they were at last time I looked. But I mean, those are tough to find.
They're tougher than people realize, and that is a kind of a reaction. Wasn't someone said we were shitting on UK books? Not necessarily. Yeah. It just depends on the publisher and the time frame. Those Erie UKs though, those are fucking ghosts. Those
the pre-code
need to go for a lot.
The pre-code UK books are super tough to find because they had a SOTI over there that, in my mind, after reading about it, was probably worse than what we had over here. I mean, it was like wild over there. Like the Nazi Party was involved, and the Archbishop, and
my God,
like tons and tons of people. Did you guys put the?
Yeah, there's some Geebies in there. Yeah. There are some Geebies in this auction, but I only saw that one hit. I don't know why. Because they're going by the American title. That's why. This book right here, a 7.5. That's a great book.
Oh yeah, that's really. Oh man,
that's a nice grade for La Prensa. They're gonna steal that for 150.
Yeah, Green Goblin on the cover.
That's a stolen book if it goes for 169. Let's see. $7.5.
That's up there.
That's getting into those nosebleed areas.
But yeah, that Erie 3 that's in here, because I put the whole set in here, 1, 2, and 3, so it's the full run, and that number 3 wasn't even known to exist until I think it was the 80s. Like nobody had no idea that book even existed.
Those are tough books, man.
And that's the only one that's on the census, and it'll be the first time that Heritage has ever auctioned that book. They've auctioned the other 2s off before, but they've never auctioned that 3rd one off. That's how rare that book is.
Better go for some money. Love this cover. Ooh, and an 8.0. That's a beautiful book.
Isn't this the drug issue?
No, I think it's close. Though.
Yeah, drug story not approved by the Comics Code Authority. Green Goblin.
Yeah, it is.
So drug issue and an 8.0. That's nice, and it's only at $129.
Yeah, it's stolen. This should be.
Well, this one has a lot. It looks like it has a lot of bid action going on right now.
Yeah, this should be a $500 book, in my opinion. 400 maybe.
Yeah, that's like nose. I mean, 8.0's nosebleed.
Nosebleed for La Prensa.
Still cheap, man. 216.
Yeah, I'm not bidding on any of these. I told myself I wasn't. I'm still trying to.
You'll start just going buy. I
told myself no because I'm still trying to dig myself out of some financial holes that I got myself into because inflation is kicking my ass.
264. And that's what I think it's going to go for. 264. Yeah. Yep.
Great buy for somebody.
Yeah, that was a killer buy. Oh, they had 2 of these? Oh, 5.0.
2 of them. Yeah, now this one.
It's above average, but it's not an 8.0.
Above average, but it's not an 8.0. It's not nosebleed.
This should have probably went for what the 8.0 went for,
Yes,
and the 8.0
yes.
should have went. Yeah,
The 8.0 at the top of the census probably should be at least a book, at least a G, because you're not going to ever see that thing probably get toppled. I just don't see you getting toppled for a very long time.
and that's the other thing about foreign books is trying to get top of census on stuff and going, yes, try and beat this.
Yeah, it's tough. A big part of it is, a lot of people don't submit them. But two, we got to factor in that the bag and board culture in a lot of these countries just was non-existent until the 90s.
See, Steve, that's what you get for putting us on mute, man.
Yeah, and in a lot of these countries, you don't see shit. We have our friend in where he's in Italy. He has to make his own backing boards. They still can't get backing boards. In
the one guy in Brazil, Fonzo, I posted that video of where he goes to the printer place.
Oh,
he
yes,
he gets his own backing boards cut and stuff.
Yeah, because you just can't find them.
Well, it's almost becoming like that here too, if you really think about it, like of how the price increase of bags and boards.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They've gotten real expensive, and plastic costs too.
Yeah, I mean,
Mylars.
just think of Mylars too. Like, how long were they, out of supplies for a while? Or people around and then the same thing with who's the major supplier for bags and board? BCW.
BCW.
They were also on back order as well.
Yeah. Then they still are on some stuff. Like I go to try and order Mylars and stuff every once in a while, and they're still out of stock on certain sizes and things like that, and the backing boards. Joey Nuff's in the chat. He said he was bidding on 60 lots, but he's only still in the game on 5, he thinks.
What's up, Joey? Joey is an amazing foreign collector. Just call his ass out. Guy knows his shit. He's a valued member of our community, and like we were talking about earlier. I'm really excited about his Hombre Rana 1 at Comic Connect. Do I think that maybe it could have belonged here? Yeah, I get why he put it there, but that I want to see that Spidey book number 1, La Prensa, just.
Well, that previous book was the highest grade on the census.
Yeah.
What did it go for?
Like $60, something like that.
See, and this is nice, 6.5.
And it was a cameo of something.
This is a Novedades, though.
Oh, Novedades. Hey, you know what? I got no hate against Novedades.
I don't either, because we talk about the thinness of La Prensa. Wait till you get a Novedades book. It's like a fucking one of
It's just as bad.
It's just as bad, if not worse. Now, do I think that the quantities that were printed and kept in collections were greater than La Prensa? Yeah. It's a different generation of Mexican collector that fell in love with Spidey through Novedades than La Prensa. But nosebleed Novedades are still tough. They're not easy.
Like this is an 8.5. Oh, this is German. I thought we were still doing Novedades stuff.
Yeah, Novedades is still tough.
They use the dirty word.
Did they say a reprint in there?
It's in the title of the book. It says German reprint edition.
Yeah, that triggers me. Come on, Heritage. Fucking call me.
Well, that would be CGC as well too, right?
And CGC. All of them. All of you. Call me, pay me the right amount of money, and I will go help you.
Does it say on the label?
I assume that
maybe
CGC, because I assume that's why they sent it to CGC, and then they just kind of just copy paste the title.
Oh no, dude, they had because all the books I sent them, they all had reprint in the title as well, and I talked to the guy that was running it, and I'm like, you can take that word out of all the listings, and if you can't do all of them, you can at least do mine, because that's not
they're not reprints.
Yeah,
they're editions. Come on, listen to your book expert. I have this. Go ahead, Yee.
It didn't say. It didn't say it on CGC.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
it
this one says reprint too.
So they're at whoever inputted these made a big boo boo, and they need to be brought into the office. They need to be written up. They need to have a write up form. They need to write it up. They need to sign it, and they made a mistake. They made a serious mistake.
Yeah, because they posted that Chilean Iron Man 8.0 on Instagram, and they said, check out this reprint. And I commented on their Instagram post, and I was like, this is not a reprint. I said, stop saying this word.
And those Chilean Iron Man 1s are amazing, man. I love that book. I love that run for what it is.
The colors are crazy.
Its colors are crazy. And the way they put the title into Shellhead's face, who does that? That was stupid.
Oh, this one should be interesting. The Russian 129.
Yeah, dude, like look at this. Like people are going nuts, man.
I like the Russian books.
I really do, but like they're paying more for these books than they are like the LaPrenza stuff. Like
they're not educated.
It went for what, 160 something?
Yeah, the LaPrenza stuff is way more rare than that stuff. Ah, Neville.
French.
Yeah, CGC, they need help on the foreign front, man. They need help. They need help bad. I've talked about them hitting up Tim Bildhauser. I think Tim's open to talking with CGC, but they need someone in there, or they need to get their people that are involved in that to be communicating with the foreign community on the reg, because
that's what I said. I told Matt Nelson that. I said, if you ever have a question, I said, we email all the time. I said, I'm literally an email away, dude. Like,
why aren't they utilizing that?
If I don't know, I could find out in probably a day. Like,
yeah, you can find out the person that knows, and that's the thing. The foreign community, it's small enough that we know everybody. If it's an Indonesian book, we can ask an Indonesian expert like Joey Anouf. If it's a LaPrenza book, we can ask LaPrenza experts like Scott McManus or Brian Rickard. If it's a foreign horror book, you've got Josh here. You've got an expert in foreign horror. Just come on, utilize the community, CGC. Don't just throw shit on there.
See, because I know people say that too. Like, I mean, technically, but it's not printed by the same company. So then what do you do? Like,
yeah,
you know, because technically those 1970, then you would have to call those 1974 German books reprints, but they're printed by a different company.
I think, and that's the thing. Yeah, you're right. I think because in the book world, I don't think, they call it a reprint if it's an exact reprint from that publisher. You know what I mean? Once it changes publisher, in the book edition world, it just becomes a different publisher's edition.
Yeah, because because I know people refer to some foreigns as like second prints too, and I don't do that either. Like, if because they'll say LaPrenza printed, is the first printing, and then like Novedades is the second print, and I'm like, well, it's a completely different company. It's the first time Novedades printed these books, and this was the first time LaPrenza printed these books.
There's some squishiness in there for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
See, I like these Siglo X books, man. I don't know why, but I think that these Siglo X LaPrenza books tend to show up also a little less often than some of the others.
I'll take some free grading vouchers for my research. That's fine with me.
Yeah, why not?
I got lots of stuff I want to grade.
Dang, my pre-bid didn't win. I'm sure everyone on the screen saw that too as well.
Oh, did you? Is this one of the ones you bid on?
No, it was at ASM 31. The 9G. Yeah, I was like, I'll just throw $20 in there, see what happens.
Oh shoot, was that the last book that just went? I didn't even see it.
No, it was like a couple books ago, but it sold for like 42 before buyer's premium. But I was like, kind of like, I don't care that much for a book that's like printed in the 90s.
Yeah, all right. So this is going to be interesting. It's Avengers 1 from Brazil. Oh, it's at $400. It's a 6.0. I think that's fine grade wise. I mean, again, these are digest size books. These are not easy to find in the nicest shape. especially Brazil. 528. That's strong.
That was strong for that Brazilian book.
$528. Yeah, like I said, the 6.0 is a nice grade. Those are harder to find. They're little digest books. Like this 7.0, like I feel like this should go for just as much. And it's only at $159.69.
Where you at, Rob?
Yeah, like these are not easy to find in this kind of shape.
Not in this kind of shape. Yep.
I'm right here.
No, I wasn't sure if you were going to bid on this or not. Because I know you're a huge Captain America fan.
My guess is Rob's
I
got
already have
this
this
book
one,
already.
actually.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I have this one.
Probably a nice one. That's the nice thing about Brazil. There's all kinds of facilitators and people reselling it on the broader international market.
This one.
Did I go for 228? That was a steal in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an Avengers 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like I said, these books are so tiny. They're literally little digest-sized books.
Easier to damage.
This was a double key later rebuilding side too.
Someone's just putting it in their back pocket, taking it wherever they
Yeah, exactly. I mean, literally, I could picture that, like just shoving it in a pocket or like their coat pocket or whatever.
Yeah.
It's so small, you're throwing it around the house, like. What are we at? 49? $49?
Dan Ho would know. He owns very many of those Brazilian books.
$55.
How old are you, my bargain comic Steve? Are you dying anytime soon?
I hope not.
I hope not.
But hey, you've had that talk too. We had that talk.
My wife told me, "What the hell am I going to do with all these comic books? I don't know shit from Shiola." And I was like, "Well, let me put a list. Let me put a list of people, basically all the admins at the FCC group.
There you go, $77.
We'll figure it out."
So yeah. I went to the Diamond Retailer Summit, and I went to the to one of these workshops that they have, and then they said, for any comic book store owner, have a red book where it has emergency contacts, people that have access to your passwords, to different accounts and everything. Like that book is important to have because what if something happens to you and you're the only person that knows any of this stuff? You have this book that someone knows where it's at. They have codes to your safe, whatever. So
exactly,
So and then that way you have a backup person if anything does happen.
That just went for $480. Avengers 1, Germany.
I like the coloration on those.
And I just sold a 4.0 CGC 4.0 German Avengers 1 for I think $400 on eBay. So
nice. Even though the German stuff you can find it.
Yeah, well, I figured, unless if it's super high grade, I just kind of went $100 a point, the 4.0, so $400. People ask me all the time how I price stuff, and I just go, I don't even know how to explain it to you, dude.
It's on your gut
it's
level.
all just all these, I'm like that one GIF where Zach Galifianakis has all the numbers running. That's me trying to figure out how to price stuff.
Well, but over time you get a feeling for what the market's like. And again, I'm gonna spout this propaganda because I spout it all the time. The foreign back issue market is different than the American. And the biggest one is that I actually think there's 3 separate markets. You've got the local to local pricing. That means what a local indigenous person sells it to another local indigenous person. You have the broader international pricing. That's what a Greek sells to a Swede or a Greek sells to an Australian. And then you have the American pricing, which is what it sells on American eBay, which is through the American eBay Premium.
I was going to say,
I've explained that before.
I don't know what meat on is, but now I see she said nest on.
Nest?
She said if Josh goes before me, I got a gold mine to nest on.
Oh shit! Cynthia's literally going to be hooker and blowing it.
And she knows because she she listens to me when I talk about all this stuff. So she's not
dumb.
clueless.
She knows.
Yeah,
she
she's
knows
not
what's
clueless.
valuable and what's not. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, let's hope.
Newton,
foreigns cost the same to grade. They cost the same to grade as U.S. books. I would hate if I wish they cost less, but if they cost more, that would suck. But they're the same.
Well, it depends on CBCS does charge a foreign premium to grade because they have to do more work to try to do more. They were at least I thought they were gonna do that to try to because it takes so much more time to do the research to get the notes.
All right, so send your books to CGC because they won't charge you more. So
they won't charge you more, but I will say that CBCS in some ways has a little bit of a better handle on the notation because they have a huge library database that was contributed to by a guy named Tim Bildhauser. And he did the real work. If it's a major Marvel or DC key, there's a good chance it was graded by CBCS early on, and there's a good chance that they have accurate notes because Tim Bildhauser made them accurate notes. So that is a caveat.
So I will say this. Scott McManus told me earlier in stream, he said that this is a tough book to find. Even though it's only Avengers 7, he said this book is really, really hard to find.
Yeah, I saw that. And Scott knows.
Yeah.
That dude knows. He's been watching the La Prensa market for years, if not close to a decade.
Yeah,
so
he said this is a tough book.
A lot of people don't know this, Josh, but do you know that Josh actually wrote a La Prensa valuation guide for one of our copies? Yeah, Scott. A La Prensa valuation guide for one of our copies of FCC magazine. It just never got published.
Nice.
He actually wrote the very first kind of price guide to La Prensa of trying to kind of gather those prices. I mean, the prices now, if we were to look at it, wouldn't be accurate because it's so old, but that motherfucker knows his shit when it comes to La Prensa.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, Chung said they need to process books faster because CGC received my Ombre Arana 128 on Tuesday, and I did walkthrough, and it still hasn't hit their system yet. So we're going on 3 days, and they haven't. They got it. They received it, but it hasn't even entered their system yet.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just because of the McFarlane stuff, because that signing's technically the deadline's tomorrow.
Yeah, that McFarlane signing's huge.
But still, I'm like, come on, man! I thought I would have already had it back by now. It's walkthrough 3 days.
Big Ronnie's sending 40 foreigns to that thing, dude.
Yeah, what do we do with Bryan? So Bryan is getting ready for a Bogcast. So that's where Bryan is. So he trusts me enough to run a StreamYard and everything. So here I am.
He's got some experience doing that, running
maybe
shows.
just a little bit, But I do have Bryan to thank to teach me all the tricks of the trade. So
oh no, hi Nathan, can you still not add your payment thing or whatever after you accidentally deleted it?
That sucks.
That stinks.
Yeah.
Womp, womp, womp.
I thought you could pay through PayPal.
This is nice. 6-0, first Red Guardian.
Yeah.
La Prensa. $99, $104.
Stealing it in that grade.
They can't verify his identity.
This would be cool if it was in Russian.
There is a Russian one of these.
Is there a Russian one of these? Really?
I will 90% sure.
It's one of those Bubble Comics ones?
There's a Russian one of these.
Though I'm going to say it. All right. The coolest Russian foreigns are the dark horse ones. The Hellboys, the hard-boiled.
Rabbit hole.
Sorry, Rob. Say that again, Rob. We missed you. I think he's freezing.
Yeah.
Tell the kids to get off YouTube.
No, none of the books, I'm doing I'm in a Discord group, Matt. And it has an international section. So I did a Price is Right game for this, where I took 6 books and let them like Price is Right, but none of those books have come up yet.
I'm in that Discord group. I have to check that out.
Hey, journos. Yes. So you will need a heritage account to bid on items in this auction. There's still like 300 and something items left. There's a link in the description of this video to get to the specific auction, and then you do have to confirm some sort of payment to bid. So I pre-bid on some stuff earlier today, but I have no idea if I'm going to be able to actually pay attention if I'm going to be on a different podcast. But yeah, anyone can join Heritage. Mm-hmm. So
it is free.
Yep.
What did that EH book go for?
Like nothing, I don't think.
Let me double check.
See. That's the thing too that's crazy. The EH Heritage, the French Canadian books, tiny print runs. Only printed for a province Quebec. That's like a state.
47 with buyer's premium.
Wow.
Oh my
$47. This is only gonna go for $159, I think.
That's pretty cheap. I've seen people spend a lot on
Yeah, that literally just went for $159.
I want to see you probably sold more on Whatnot, if I'm not.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever had the Spanish one, but I've definitely sold some of the tougher ones, like the Argentinian and the Costa Rica.
Oh my God, those are hard. That Zinco, the Spanish Zincos are one of the easier books of that set.
This is still climbing.
Come on. Remember, E-balls.
Yeah,
E-balls are tough.
5.5.
E-balls are tough.
It's at
5 or above.
And this does not have the insert poster either. It's just
the book. 432. Yeah,
and
this should go for more than that.
Brazilian.
456.
Come on, keep going. 456.
456 for 5.5.
I think that's solid.
That's solid. What's the US 5.5 go for?
Complete.
Sure.
Yeah, complete. I mean, technically the E-balls are complete.
Yeah. Well, the US doesn't have the
poster.
This is my book.
Yeah, the 7. This is
this is top of the census right now. This is top of the CGC census. So
80 with 1988 80.
So this is a monster book. This is going to be a steal right here.
At 500, that's a steal.
Yeah, 576. That was a steal.
Here's Rob's.
That was a steal.
That was a steal. Yeah, definitely. This is the prettiest Batman 227 foreign edition.
And this is unpressed. Okay. If you get it pressed, I'm pretty sure it'll come back at least a 7.5.
This is the best.
And only 2 higher. Nice.
Foreign.
Well, John Z has one of them. He has a 7.0. I sold him earlier, but this book would beat it because this is unpressed. You get this, crack it out, get it clean and pressed. I'm pretty sure you'll get like a 7.5, 80. It will be top of the census, my opinion.
480.
Yep. 480.
Woo, stolen.
Yeah, I should have held on to that first Poison Ivy. Whoever bought that, if someone in here bought that, you got a steal on that book.
Yeah.
because I probably broke even on that after buying it, grading it, slabbing it.
Wait, what did that last one just go for?
Let me double check.
$77.
Yes, Neville. The E-Ball 227 is top of the heat of 227s in my opinion.
Yeah, it was 77 with buyer's premium, the previous one.
People just don't know.
No. Educate
They don't
yourself.
know. Literally, that E-Ball, like I was so pumped when that came back as 7.0. Like that's such a nice grade.
I mean, and remember, guys, Brazil is pretty much rainforest until you get very, very close to the coast. There's open areas, of course. There are open areas, but paper doesn't do well in Brazil. It just doesn't.
Oh, here's a big one.
This is a big. This is a big book. This should sell for over a G. If
wow,
$780.
What?
Wow, that went really fast. I didn't even like.
That was a steal. That was a steal.
How's it going, Danger Room Comics? How are you?
Yeah, Danger Room. What up? What up? Yeah, I mean that was the first international printing of Batman 251.
And that is such a hard issue to find. It is a nightmare. If there might be only one issue tougher of the 251, and I think that's the Colombian Ipukal. We debate between that and the Lebanese, but that Lebanese at a G is
John.
Deal.
Did you buy that my 181?
He stole it from you, John. You kept your pocket.
You know what? If he bought it, I'm okay with that. That would just be hilarious.
It's within the crew. If it was within the crew, that's as long as you broke even, Josh.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I broke even on it. I didn't lose money. I'm okay with that.
The Justice League's coming up.
I like these Lauder Loppins.
Oh,
I really like these Lauder Loppins.
John was the underbidder.
Yeah. The Justice League is coming up, the 8-0.
Is it? Oh man, I'm so far behind. My thing's not like. Oh yeah, it is.
2 more books.
I have high hopes for that book.
Right now,
I kept it conservative, but
yeah.
My high hope in my mind is.
Ooh, and we're joined back by Hive from or James from Hive Comics.
We're joined back by Hive from James. What's going on?
I'm tired. Leave me alone. My work schedule's been crazy all week.
This is Hive from James Comics. Josh, what do you think so far, man?
So far there's been steals.
Yep.
On the bigger stuff.
Yep.
But like
I was bidding,
not like the massive stuff.
I was bidding on that Atom, that 4.0 Atom.
Oh, okay.
I was going back and forth with whoever ended up winning it, and I unfortunately was leaving the restaurant I was at the time, so missed a bid. But
it happens.
Yeah, one of the first like monster books is getting ready to. My Brave and the Bold 28.
The ASM 1 was a steal.
The ASM 1 that went for like because literally I think 2 or 3 weeks ago another 8.5 went for I think like 32 or 35 or $3,600.
Yeah.
So went for quite a bit less.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would have auctioned both of those back to back either. But that's just me. So.
Yeah, they would have competed. They're competing.
What did that Scarecrow just go for?
2 something, right?
149.
Oh,
264 was the first one. It was a higher grade.
What grade was the 2?
4.5 was the last one, and the 5.5 went for 264.
Yeah, it's in alphabetical order. Alphabetical.
Yeah.
What book are we at? Oh, so the B&B's next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Next.
Woo, sweaty.
Uh-oh.
Sweaty.
When is the Paquito up?
Yeah, that's the one I'm excited about.
Oh,
Do they
dude,
actually name?
Yeah,
do they
it's
name that?
Paquito. It's
It's
Paquito.
Okay.
Paquito.
I'm excited about this B&B 28. I mean, literally an 8.0 for the US version's a $30,000 book. So I'm curious to see what this does.
And if you're a part of the on the radar
Joey
Discord, make sure you're keeping score of what's going on. But I'm sure Josh is gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back through these, and I think those are all on my watch list. So
yeah.
But yeah, B&B 28 is the first one, right? That's gonna come up. That's on the Price is Right game, I think. I think that'll be the first one.
I can't remember if I have the
ASM one.
Oh yeah, the ASM one was the first one. I can't remember if that's in the description.
All
but
right, here we go.
If you watch On the Radar yesterday, it's on there.
Bro, I'm already not complaining at what this is at. So I mean,
and again, 8.0.
Yeah, 8.0. Good luck getting this book in an 8.0 ever again,
for e-balls. Nosebleed for e-balls.
Good luck. Good luck.
There we go.
Oh, you got two people fighting it out at least.
Yeah.
Yep. Is this the top of the census, Josh?
No.
The top of the CGC census.
Yeah.
CBS, there's an 8.5.
Oh, okay.
31.
That might be Kazi's.
Wait,
yeah, it is Kazi's. It went for 31 with the buyer's premium. I'm okay with that. My guess was
that? I'm solid there. I think that's solid.
my guess was 3. So that's what I bet on Price is Right, man. So I was only $400 off from that bad boy. I think I would have won all the prizes if I was on Price is Right.
I think it's
a solid buy.
With buyer's premium was $28.80.
28. Oh no, I went over
for the Brave and the Bold.
Oh,
I forgot.
I thought we included the buyer's premium.
I'm looking at the results. Yeah, I'm looking at the result page.
Oh, there you go. So it was 28 something with the buyer's premium.
Yeah.
So I did go over in Price is Right fashion. But yeah, I'm okay with that sale. I mean, I'm not looking to do crazy stuff. I guess the only book I really have high hopes for is that's mine is the Action Comics 1 page.
It's definitely a lot of people are going to be watching that one.
I definitely lost. The price was wrong. I am going to be curious to know who bought that B&B though. John Z just missed it.
Price is wrong, Bob.
The price is wrong, Bob.
I love Happy Gilmore.
But yeah,
whoever used that clip.
I thought about that. Yeah, whoever bought that B&B 28 though, in my opinion, that was a great investment. Because like I said, I mean, go try and find another 8.0, and when you compare it to the value of the US one, and as far as I know, that's also the only international Brave and the Bold that uses the cover and has the interior. So it's just got a bazillion different things going for it.
Some mutant love. The Aussie stuff has gone soft. Would you agree, guys? A little bit?
Maybe? Yes. Well, in my opinion, people were way overpaying for that stuff when they were buying those incomplete copies for $1,000.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That was wild. And
now, Australians.
And now a ton more came out of the woodwork. It's not like you can't find those anymore. They're all over Aussie eBay.
Now, with posters, they're a little bit tougher, but
yeah.
So, Josh, that was your Brave and the Bold 28?
Yes, that was my Brave and the Bold 28.
And then someone's asking, what did you think of the price?
I mean, compared to what I bought it for, it was a killer price. So that's why I said I'm happy with it. I didn't need that to go for insane amounts of money. For what I paid, for what I had into that book, that was a killer price.
Yep. And still a decent investment for the buyer, I think.
Exactly. Give it 5 years, 10 years. That book will get there.
I just tell people, go find me e-balls without rusted staples.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even talking about the structural condition necessarily. Just go find, because that rust, it migrates to those interior pages. And you know that there's a lot of e-balls that maybe structurally are a little bit higher, but they get dinged so bad from all that interior rust migration that happens on those staples.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they were taken care of and not ripped apart, they're never going to breach that 5.0 barrier because there's rust all inside the pages and foxing and all that other shit.
Yeah, there you go. Kazi. He thinks it's about a 5K book.
Mm-hmm.
I probably could have sold it for 5 on eBay, but I'm not allowed to say what it is, but my rate for this auction is killer. Like no one could ever beat this percentage rate that I have right now. All right, this is the third book for the price.
This is an interesting book. This is very interesting book. I don't think people realize how rare these are. These are some rare golden age forms, man.
Most people for the Price is Right guessed in the $1,000 range, and it went for $1,140 with buyer premium. Yeah. So
Ooh,
no, it's still going.
Reopen. So yeah.
Oh, they reopened it.
Oh, they received another bid live, so maybe like a phone call or something like that.
Yeah.
These are tough, man. You got to be careful with them because they reprinted them in the 60s or 70s. I forget. But it's a cool book. It's a really super cool book, especially for its format.
Yeah, it's the first Superman that was ever published in Spain.
Yep.
1941.
And he's not Superman, and the fascists changed some stuff.
I'm okay with this because that's probably a 2.0 copy that I have sitting behind me. So
yeah, this is an impressive book.
Oh, here comes the bid action.
Now. All right. Well, now I'm really not worried about my Action Comics 1 page. So
yeah,
because this just has Superman newspaper stories inside of it.
Yeah. But you got to remember, this is fascist Superman. He didn't have an S. I don't remember. Right? He had some kind of. They took these stories, they altered them. This is some really cool golden age foreign edition comic history right here.
If I was buying any book in this auction, it would probably this would be in my top 3, like personal for PC stuff. I think this one will be up there.
Holy shoot!
Your gut's right, Hive. This is a great book.
Yeah,
bro, I'm sending my copy to CGC tomorrow.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like for real.
It's closing. Yep. Whoa! Woo! That was good for that one.
That's the highest book of the show right now.
Yeah,
until your page runs. Your page is gonna be the high, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't beat that, I will be shocked.
Let's hope it goes for under 20 G's.
All right, so if anyone wants to buy this raw, I will.
Hive, there's your boy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll trade you that. I'll trade you that 1 in 100. Good boys for it. Josh, I went and picked these up the other day. The ones I was telling you about. Those newspaper.
Oh, nice. Nice. You'll have to send me pictures of those.
Yeah, dude. I'll send you some good photos of them. They're pretty cool. They definitely seen some humidity, but other than that, they're like in really good shape.
That was wild for that book, man. For a 2.0. I am very impressed with that. I did not think it was. I'm curious. I'm curious now what
They're tough. They're tough, man. I've heard Spanish collectors talk. A Spanish collector might have bought that.
Yeah.
Let me see. What was my Price is Right guess for that book? I want to see how off I was.
This is one of the cooler Portuguese Conan ones, in my opinion. And they got that for a nice price.
I guessed 1,600 on that.
You're way under.
What did it go for with the buyer's premium? Was it 32 something?
I think it was 32.
Hi Nathan guessed 3,200 on the nose. 3,200 on the nose.
Which book was it? Were you asking
the El Cyclone Super
3120.
3120. No. He overbid. I'll trade you for some Mellow Fellow Archie exclusives.
I'll trade you for a foil COA.
Yeah.
May or may not get graded by PSA.
All right, so what do we got coming up? What's next up on this?
What Daredevil 1. Dutch. Daredevil 1.
Yeah, Daredevil 1. The Fantastic Four 1. Trying to see when any of our... Okay, then I got some more books coming up in a little chunk of change. And then we got the La Prensa Avengers.
Oh, the next book is something that we have on our watch list.
Is it really? What? How did I miss this?
So this is the Daredevil.
Oh, this book, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So just so the audience knows, we kind of looked at all the books that were going to be on auction today. We sorted it by highest price, and then kind of just like picked and choose some books that we wanted to. I don't know. I'm not going to say highlight, but wanted to follow to see like where where it would land.
Yeah, again, I mean, dude, $180. Must be getting more people like phoning in and stuff now, because I keep seeing these lots close and then reopen. I love this book, Durfel. This is so cool. What grade is this?
6.0.
6.0. That's not bad. $720. That's solid. That was solid. I have sold all my copies for less than that. That was a solid price. That's a cool one. It's like a cardstock cover, and the back cover is the front cover. So the front cover is on both sides of the book. It's interesting.
So at 9:15, do we want to highlight that other book from? From where was it? Comic Connect.
Oh and yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and then we'll probably call it quits there. The as a reminder, the link to this auction is in the description, so it's literally a couple clicks away. But we'll still keep on watching until then.
What are we on? Oh, what is this going for? $56. 9.2 Brazil. That's tough. High grade modern books from Brazil are tough. Like surprisingly, really tough.
I seem to remember that the paper was pretty cheap at the time. I don't know.
It depends. Like, was this Panini? It was Panini, so it's decent paper, but it's just like I've bought in so many modern Brazilian books, and it's just like crazy, like how beat up they are. But again, they like literally don't like have bags and boards over there.
Yeah.
So
good win, Neville. Good win, mate.
Yeah, that was a good win. Did you see the Durfel go, Matt?
I didn't. I was getting a beer for me in my life.
The DD1, the Durfel, it was a 6.0. It went for just over $700.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's solid.
That's very solid. That's going to make some Nordic people happy.
Oh, we were watching this one as well.
Some Nordic dealers.
This is the Fantastic Four 1 from Norway. $204 and we're done and out.
Oh, is this one of the actually true Aussie?
I would assume so.
Yes, Australian. These are tough. Now these are tougher than the UK. These freaking books are ghosts. You can find them, particularly if you know where to look on Facebook, the right New Zealand and Australia comic groups. But man, they are tough. And I think someone stole that one.
Yeah, $204. What grade was it though?
I missed it. Those books are rare enough that I don't care what the grade is as long as it's complete.
4 or 5.
I love this cover so much, and apparently someone else does because it's at 408.
And I love the way the Swedes did their Lauterlappen inside, partially inside. They knocked it out in the Lauterlappen first Mr. Freeze from this run. That's my favorite Nordic book. Key, DC Key. And I haven't seen it. I wish there was one in this auction.
I can hear Cynthia in the other room watching this on her phone. So
really?
I hear you say something and then the delay kicks in and then I hear it from the other room. Now I can hear myself just saying what I said.
I'm also a loud motherfucker, Josh. At work, they tell me in meetings to bring it down.
Man. We are so close to getting to some more of the good stuff.
The good stuff. Come on, I want to see that Paquito.
That is still quite a ways off.
El Paso it's a drive, but it's possible. When is El Paso Comic-Con?
Yeah, that Paquito is quite a ways away.
Yeah, you're right, Steve. You might have to slab your copy, dude.
Yeah, I think I went for...
Oh, yeah. Steve, I'm jealous of you, dude. I'm so jealous of you, Steve, for having that book. That first Mr. Freeze set might be one of the hardest villain sets of the Golden Age. Or Silver Age, I mean. There's so many tough ones in there. The South African. The freaking Mexican Navarro. I mean, it's just insane.
Yeah.
Do I know you, Danger Room?
TV.
Do I know you, Danger Room? Are you one of my friends?
Matt has the most random friends list on Facebook that you could ever see in your entire life. Yeah. People that message me trying to sell me knives.
Yeah, I love this book.
Yeah, this is the felt book.
Yes, this is one of my favorite Doctor Strange Modern.
Dude, it's at $192.
It's worth it. It's worth every penny. So it's an amazing book.
I got it. I pulled it out. I saw it was coming up, and I was like, "This one has all the feels."
Oh, they should have put that in the description. $204. $204, man.
That's solid.
All right. So Doctor Strange, yeah, it's a 7.5.
That's decent. Very, very decent. Getting into the nosebleed with La Prensa.
Yeah, it's a dark cover.
Yeah, I know Danger Room watches a lot of the different comic podcast shows on YouTube and stuff like that. So he's been a long time supporter.
Awesome.
Yeah,
rad.
All right, this is one of mine.
A 9. Oh, Enderkoppen?
Yeah.
And you get the check mark too.
Danish Enderkoppen.
Yeah, and it has the check mark.
Ooh.
384.
Oh.
All right, so here we go.
Let's get to the Eries.
660. That's a killer deal. And that might be what it goes for. Yep, 660.
This yours too?
Yeah, I submitted the whole run 1, 2, and 3.
The 3 is the rare one, right, Josh?
Yeah, the 3 is. I mean, they're all rare, but the 3 is by far the rarest. Yeah.
Ooh, look at this middle one. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Apparently, more people needed number 2 than number 1.
Someone trying to put the set together.
Probably.
Yeah.
660.
James is like, it's me.
It's a me.
No, this passed my my spending limit real fast.
Hell yeah, 720.
Let's go.
That's strong.
There we go. Yeah,
That's
this
nice.
is the one I'm curious about because this book is rare, like scarce. Like I said, this book wasn't even known to exist until like sometime in between 1980 and like the year 2000 is when this book was actually discovered to exist.
460.
Which is what's so cool about the foreign edition market is that people are still finding books to this day that were unknown to the greater worldwide back issue market.
Only copy on the census. It is the first time Heritage has ever auctioned one of these off.
Maybe Neville's
600 bucks.
Not
I'll
bad.
take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
You need that first record of the first sale.
Yep.
I spent $50 on it, so I'm okay. 50 buckaroos.
Yeah, I'd say that's definitely a win.
The person that bought it in the chat's like, I want a refund. No.
Hey man, there's deals out there. You just gotta
You gotta find them.
You gotta get to typing.
Gibbies are coming up soon.
Yeah, and then we're running
Capitan
short on time. Do you know about how many books away that is, Rob?
My guess is about 12.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to make it to
from the Gibbies.
Oh yeah. He's a busy man. He's got stuff to do.
Yeah. Let's watch a couple more, and then I'll show that Comic Connect stuff, and then we'll just have like kind of like a roundtable discussion out, and then call it there for the night. Because I don't know if Bogcast is also streaming to Beyond Wednesday. I think it does, so I'm sure Bryan would want the channel freed up for that. Actually, I have no idea what time that's scheduled at. So
yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, we're almost to the La Prensa. We could probably call it at the La Prensa Avengers 1 if you want.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
That's in like 3 books.
Okay, we'll do that. That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, that's the biggest book that's coming up for a hot minute.
Okay.
That's a killer book too.
Yeah.
I think that Mihail's copy, Josh?
No, that's
copy is that?
That's Kazi.
Is that Kazi's?
Ooh, so we have a question from the audience. My Bargain Comics, Steve is saying, I need panel advice on the Fantastic 416 UK or Fantastic 16 UK.
Oh, the X-Men Avengers UK.
Yeah, the 8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Yeah.
That's a high grade. What year is that one?
67.
And it's an 8.5.
It's a high grade. I probably wouldn't go. If it was me, I wouldn't go over. God, I don't know.
Is this the Allen class, Josh? I can't see.
No, it's the Fantastics, like the big mags that they have.
Yeah.
That's a tough one because it's high grade.
And it's newsprint.
It's newsprint. They're not incredibly hard to find, but in high grade.
In higher grade, they can be because they're so trashed because they were in newsprint.
And then I can answer this for Josh. So it depends on how much that Paquito sells for at the end of this. So.
Where's the? Oh yeah, dude, that's my goal one day. I want to do a documentary where I just travel the world and go foreign comic hunting.
We tried to do this. Remember, Josh? I've talked to you guys about this. I spoke to a documentary filmmaker. We did some initial stuff, and it's not easy because
so here we go.
Certain stuff. Okay.
What is this? 4.5. This is a big book, man.
It's a big book. I mean, a 4.5 for a big key presents well. It's not in that ultra high grade, nosebleedy, 6 or above, but still, this is a badass book.
Ooh, someone's trying to drop down the hammer, it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, it should be a G at the bottom basement. I would think.
Yeah.
Come on, this be nice if this hit 2 Gs or even 15.
Oh.
Live. Someone's live. Or I mean by phone. I don't. This is my first time ever being on here and seeing one of these. So
there we go. It's almost. It's going up.
Almost there.
It's almost at 15.
Yeah, get 15 at least.
Come
on.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little more. Don't chicken out now.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
There you go. 15.
No, but that's a solid sale.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. And I think this is
go with what you feel on this one, man.
Yeah.
It's none higher.
$100.
If it's at the top,
bucks.
It's top dog.
Oh,
maybe 200 scraping the top of its retail value. Maybe I don't know if I struggle with some of these UK books too. The UK guys know what they go for. What did they go for?
I hope you got it, Steve.
Yeah, did you get it?
Let us know in the chat. And then I will highlight this Comic Connect page. Do you all see that?
Yep.
You want it? Yay.
Oh, wait.
Nice. Good job.
So this is the book you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this starts in 10 days?
Mm-hmm.
And it's someone y'all know that's auctioning his book on.
That guy Joey Enough that was in our chat just now a little bit. This is his book.
Okay.
And this, what makes this book important too is that I believe, Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, but this was a Rulo book, was it not? Or was it?
No, this was Gustavo. This was
Uh,
Gustavo.
Which he's still a big collector in Mexico. This is a huge book.
Only 9 graded on the CGC.
Yep. I don't think I've ever seen one come up for sale.
Not publicly like this in a long time.
Yeah, not publicly. In the 5 years I've been foreign collecting, I've never seen one publicly come to market.
Yeah. Most of these were all sold back room, private to private, because this book was going to be bought before it ever hit the broader public market in many ways.
I never see people post that they even own a copy of this book. It's not an easy book to find.
How many? I think maybe we know of 6 or 7, maybe
out of the 9.
I don't know. Bryan or Scott or Joey would probably know better. But this is a big book. I hope it does well. I mean, what do you think, Josh? What would a good deal on this book be to you?
What it should go for, or what
reasonable should go for on the market? Informed. You thinking 4, maybe 5 Gs, 6 Gs?
Well, they're saying a non-counted issue of 128 of the same title sold for 15,600.
That's the wedding issue.
That's the wedding. Okay. That's a little.
Okay.
But in that, I think if you could get this for 7, 8 Gs, you're getting sort of a steal. You're getting a great book. Never comes up for sale.
Yeah, I think if it went for 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Joey. That's the guy we need to be asking. What should this book go for, Joey?
I mean, I've seen more of the 128s pop up than this book.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I mean, it's
12 to 15.
Yeah,
I think.
It should go for at least 10.
Yeah,
at the bare minimum. But what it's going to go for,
like we saw tonight, you can
throw
shit at the wall, see what sticks.
So I want to thank the entire panel for joining us for the live coverage of the Heritage Auction. As a reminder, the auction is still going on. We only covered about maybe a third of the books or something like that.
Yeah,
this is what I'll be watching all night. I'm going to be watching it all night.
And then there's a link in the description. So and you do need a heritage account to bid on the books. So what was everyone's overall impression of this first all foreign auction?
The quality of books was definitely down. But we know next go around, whenever we talk to Bryan or Xavier or Heritage, saying if it's not a key, just send it back, because it's not even, you see these books going up for 3 seconds and they're already off. So it's like it's not even a lot of people bidding on them, and a lot of them are low grade. But that's kind of what the foreign thing is that book first, condition second. So I mean, if it's not gold or silver, moderns, some of them shocked me, but overall, definitely you see what people are into.
Yeah,
it's a good test of the waters.
Yeah, it's a good test of the waters. Like I said, so far I think there's been 3 books that have surprised me, because I'm still shocked by that Action Comics one from Norway. It went for $650. It blows my mind. But other than that, I think that it's everything has been going for good prices. Like prices that people believe in to either put this stuff in their collection or invest in for later down the road. I mean, comparative to what I'm assuming most of us have probably spent on this stuff, the prices that these books are getting, it's a win-win. It's a win-win that way. It's a win-win for getting all this information out there. So, I mean, it's more eyes, it's more ears. It's doing nothing but making the future of this hobby grow, hopefully.
Yeah. FF48 went for 180.
True.
Well,
FF52 went for 156.
Oh wow. And then especially in a tough economy like this right now too, as well, like to see like some of these prices, like still like what these books are getting is pretty impressive as well.
Yeah. I you know what I see in this, guys? I see hope. I see hope in some of these books, going for decent prices. Of course, a lot are going to get kind of slided by and people are going to get steals. But the key is, I think, education. Yeah. We got our little FCC group. You guys have been spreading the word on forums, but still, we don't have, what's that word they use in sales? The penetration into the market. People are just running blind on this shit. So we know that there's going to be in a lot of these and maybe even I pray it doesn't happen, but even Joey's Spidey, Mexican Spidey might not get enough eyeballs to really maximize what it should be going for. But these early auctions, these early interests and shows matter because they educate people. And look at that Bleeding Cool article that popped out. What was it, today or yesterday?
It was today.
That guy did his research. Why? Because of the Heritage Auction. He went in, he researched it, he got all that e-ball information down right, which I was surprised because it's complex. Education. And so in that regard, this is a win, really.
Yep.
Yeah. And then stick around. We do have plans for a foreign show eventually on Beyond Wednesdays. So we're still, I guess, in the planning stages of that. So yeah.
But sounds fun, man.
It'll get worked out. People are just insanely busy. I mean, it's that time of the year, and everyone's
it's almost
got
the holidays
things going on. Like,
So, all right. So I want to thank everyone, and then we're gonna go ahead and end it out with this great clip from Bryan.
Still waiting on that heifer, Julio. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. You're cool. You're cool. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.